Okay, time for today's powwow. The Barcelona EPT event, the biggest names in poker face off in a €5,000 buy-in. Not for the faint-hearted. These guys mean business, but they were all beginners once. Green shoots in the garden of No Limit Texas Hold'em. And somewhere in Barcelona, 34 floors above the tournament area, 4 well-known faces from the world of poker look back to where it all began for them. WPT champion and World Series of Poker bracelet winner Theo Jorgensen is in attendance, along with poker's Iron Maiden, and EPT champion Liv Boeree, back-to-back LAPT winner Nacho Barbero, and the player with the highest tournament earnings of all time, Daniel Negreanu, decided to drop in.
So I know you boxed like Gus Hansen. I know you've been a poker player, but I don't really know your story. I mean, how did you get into poker in the first place?
I think I started off in the 5th or 6th grade, something like that, when I was playing with my school.
5th or 6th grade?
Yeah.
Were you playing for money or just chilling?
We were playing. I remember a huge bluff for around $2.
Nice.
Which had the whole thing going.
So what was your story? Like, how did you get into poker? Like, what were you doing before that?
I was actually playing Magic the Gathering.
Magic the Gathering is a card game which can be played online. Several successful poker players, including Elke and David Williams, played Magic before moving across to poker.
Oh, you were a Magic guy? Like
Yeah.
David Williams and all them?
I was like traveling around the world playing that game.
Wow.
And then, yeah, so like everybody made like the transition to poker. But we all studied online playing Limit.
So you were like a professional Magic player before you were a poker player, but
Yeah.
you weren't making any money?
Yeah, I was making money. I was making money enough to live and to travel around the world.
So you didn't have a job?
I didn't have a job, but
Hey, what did you do? Did you have a job before you played Magic?
I never had a job.
You've never had a job in
life.
your whole life?
No.
Wow.
Did you actually finish school?
I finished school, then I went to college, law school, but I quit because I started playing Magic around the world.
So you gave up being a lawyer to play Magic. Like, I never really played Magic, but all the guys that played Magic seem to be really good poker players. So the game obviously has a lot of similarities to poker, right? So
Yeah,
you play Magic, or have you ever played Magic?
Never played it. I want to try it.
What was your deal? You were like a guitarist, crazy rocker chick, physicist, something?
Well, yeah, I was at university studying physics, being a crazy rocker chick, just playing guitar all the time. No, I actually graduated. And then it was after that. It was actually after that I moved down to London. I didn't really know what I wanted to do with my life at all. And saw an advert for a reality TV show, and I was like, well, I'll apply for this. It said you could win some money. And they didn't say what it was that you'd be doing. And they had all these auditions, and they chose me as one of the 5 contestants, and then they did this big sort of reveal that they were going to be teaching us how to play poker, and then we'd play against each other for this money. So I was like, okay, I mean, I'd heard of the game, but I'd never played a hand of poker in my life.
How many years ago was this?
5 years ago.
Okay.
And yeah, I just completely fell in love with the game instantly. I was like, wow, how did I not know about this? And then I met some of the pros that were teaching us to play and saw how they traveled the world and kind of lived like rock stars and played a game that uses the mind. And was competitive and fun, and they could make millions of dollars. I was like, that's like the best job ever. So
I was a limit guy, Limit Hold'em. You know, we played all different kinds of games when I was younger, like wildcard games, but when I grew up, in high school, I was playing Monday to Friday, noon to 8, Limit Hold'em.
Limit Hold'em follows the same rules as Texas Hold'em, but the amount you can bet is restricted at all times, unlike No Limit Hold'em.
I had all my friends do it. We'd show up at noon, quit at 8 p.m., and once a month we'd get wasted and drink, and we called it party day. It's pretty amazing that, I mean, you got 4 people here all doing the same thing for a living, but came from totally different places. You played with your friends in school because they were all suckers, and all of a sudden you're playing in all the big tournaments. This guy was a Magic player, playing with friends, like just trying to make a living doing that, and you were just some random reality TV chick, physicist, rocker girl, who happened to find poker and just fell in love with it. So it's like, just goes to show that this world is just represents so many different types of ways to get into it, for sure.